God has so much in the Scripture to say about judges. There are so many examples of Him having good, righteous judges in the Scripture. That's a great profession to go into. And we're running away from legal profession and run away from can't do that. I mean, if we do that, we'll keep getting pushed back further and further and further. And if we're going to retain the freedoms that we have, and the freedoms we have are the result of Christianity, they're the result of the positive influence of Christianity, what we're doing now is throwing the baby and the bathwater both out. Because the very thing that gave us those freedoms, we're now putting in a little bitty box and saying, don't influence anything. And we're going along with that.
So
we're letting them tie our hands. What we have to do is several things. It's hard for Christians to get involved. Christians get discouraged really easy. I mean, one of the things that we've seen for years in modern history with elections of Christians is if Christians get involved in an election and lose, they go home.
Oh my goodness.
But if they get involved in an election and win, they go home. You know, it's the same either way. We don't stay in things very long. We move from inspiration to inspiration. We don't really get in with a duty concept that says, I'm standing on this ground and I'm not moving. This is where God's put me, and I don't care whether I feel inspired to do it or not. I'm going to stay right here because it's the right thing to do.
That's awesome.
That kind of mentality we got to get back into. The other thing about Christians, though, is it's pretty easy to get them involved if you can show that we are moving in the right direction, if you can show that we're winning. Nobody loves to jump on a sinking ship. So when you can say, you know, we're really not sinking, despite what you hear in the media, despite what educational leaders tell you, despite what the judiciary is doing, we're not losing this thing. But if America's going to ever get back to the strength of culture that it had, it's going to be because Christianity regains the place of influence that it had, which will only occur if Christians take the initiative and get involved in those arenas.